A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Simmons. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking for space, it's Robinson. He's out past the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
That's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Here comes the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Scrambling away. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Oh, it's a reverse. Oh, out of space. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that misdirection was just enough to get everybody leaning one direction. And I like when you run the reverse, too, and you see it. You see space, you go attack it, understand where the 1st down marker is, and they get just enough for the 1st down.
The give to the tailback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better. But
the Sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal runner who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Try to get it to the edge. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Quarterback may change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Frazier. Ernie on the Jets. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
And the Bulldogs have this offense rolling. Trying to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. To the air on 2nd down. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. The give to the big fullback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Creates a little room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Right back to the well. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Cobb. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Gets the first himself. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Making side adjustments here. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over LSU. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphreys. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. the 13-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to it. Runs through a tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for a crease, it's McCray. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Frazier. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start.
It's a running room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for a pretty good job by the defense.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Auburn! And here they come, almost all the way back.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Get this drive going from the 17. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's Humphries. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Well, with hindsight being what it is, 2020, you might have been better off just to try to get the yard. Instead, you really put yourself in a bad situation just eating it on that blitz.
Maybe just being a little too aggressive offensively, right, Reese? I mean, you're in a 3rd and 1 situation. Everybody in the stadium's expecting you to hand it off, so you try to sneak one by the defense and maybe take a shot. But the defense, they were one step ahead, dialing up the blitz and getting home for the sack.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll try to get outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This Dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Robinson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. To the ground from the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the 1st down marker. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They go to the ground. Nice move there. Got enough for the 1st. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 33-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
To the air. It's Stockton. Finds his man. It's Belt.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. What looking to fire. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Stockton. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Gets the back moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together, maybe go tie this game, maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker is Singleton. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cobb. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Reels it in down the left side. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. Finds some fresh air. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.